Mixed martial artist Johnny Hendricks has many titles: UFC fighter, 4-time All-American, 2-time national champion wrestler at Oklahoma State. Oh, and that one title he added earlier this year.
Johnny Big Rig Hendricks! Johnny Hendricks is the champion!
But the new welterweight champion of the world will tell you one of his most important titles is being a citizen of the Otos Tribe. Recently, the champ stopped for an autograph signing in Tulsa during a big UFC event, and he talked with us about his recent visit to his tribal headquarters and an exciting new sponsorship opportunity.
The idea came about through the Otos Tribe. They have American loans, and they came out to me and said, "Hey, we know you're an Oto and we'd like to sponsor you." And so, of course, I've always wanted to represent my tribe. And so they were able to get together and bring me up to the reservation. And so whenever I went there, being Native American, my dad has always been prideful of the Native American society, the traditions and all that kind of stuff. And my grandfather is an Arquita, and you know, that was, if they had chiefs, he would have been in that category. So he was very prideful as well. So now that I'm actually get to represent the Otos Tribe, I'm super excited, you know, and to be able to go back, see sort of where my native blood comes from, you know, to see that they were the Buffalo tribe, that they moved all over, you know, they didn't move down here, they got forced down here, and you know, I knew that stuff, but I didn't know that they had about a 5-state spread that they would travel, and they'd always follow the buffaloes, and, you know, and learning little stuff like that is always cool to see, you know, your history.
Hendricks always knew he wanted to work with his tribe. It was just a matter of perfect timing.
It never was right. You know what I mean? There's always this, there's always that. You know what I mean? And finally our paths intertwined, and I'm very grateful for that. You know what I mean? Just super excited that, you know, again, it always goes back to your roots. You know what I mean? Who gets to sit there and say they get to represent a group of people and be the sort of spokesman for that? And I'm very grateful that they chose me.
Johnny recognizes his high-profile status in the wildly popular UFC, and he embraces the opportunity to be an example and a leader for the Native community.
That's what I want to be. I want to be a guy who motivates. You know what I mean? I want to be somebody that they can look up. How do I carry myself? How do I represent myself? How do I represent my tribe? How do I reach these young kids that are growing up and tell them, hey, nothing's too high, nothing's too unreachable. You know what I mean? Like there's so many things that they, you know, there's a lot of things in society these days that tell you, hey, it's okay to stay behind. No, I want them kids, you know, I want these kids to grow up, shoot for the stars, be that next person, be the person that can change the outcome of their life's generation. You know what I mean? Their kids, and that's what I want to be. I want to be those guys and get back to the American way where, hey, you want to go out there, you strive to be the best, and do everything you can to be that.
Johnny